There's just one show I like. It's called BoJack Horseman. Um, Will Arnett, my beloved. Also, like all the voice actors in there are just genuinely like they're like the best, and I love them so much. But there's this character in BoJack Horseman. His name is Cuddly Whiskers. He's a little like he's a hamster, like an anthropomorphized hamster, and he used to like run a show. It's the BoJack Horseman show, and he's like a director. He does all this stuff, but he like disappears and no one knows where he was. And then after BoJack and Diane found a dead stripper in his pool, they went to go like find him or whatever. And he's just like living alone in this little hut. Not really like a hut, but he's just in the middle of nowhere, and he's just chilling. He doesn't have anyone to talk to. No one knows he's there really. He's just kind of over there, and I think it's cool. And he talks to BoJack and Diane, and he says, like, Diane asks, like, people are worried about him. Why hasn't he, like, tell anyone where he's gone? Like, people think he's dead. What are you doing, dude? And he just says, like, he's been so unhappy for such a long time, and it takes so long to realize how truly miserable you are, and it takes even longer to accept that you need help. And that's interesting. And he left because he felt happy for the first time in his life, and he wasn't gonna feel bad about it. So he went to the fucking mountains and he lived his life, and he's living a good one. He is happy. And it's just interesting. I think about that sometimes. I think it's good to apply to my own life because, like, I help people a lot. I like it. I enjoy it. It's my thing. But then, like, especially this past week, I've been, like, I think it's pretty normal for everyone to get, like, a little bit of summer depression because it's like, you know, what are you really doing? It's hard to transition to a different life, kind of, because you're doing a different thing, you're getting on different schedules, it's different, and it's not what you're used to. And, like, the past week, I've had so much things to do, and I've just been, like, mentally, like, getting on my ass about it, because I have things to do, and I'm not doing any of them. Which is, like, it's my own fault, I get that. Like, my procrastination, like, especially after finals week, like, damn, it is so bad. But, like, I've just been sitting out here, here's corn dog, and there's my plate of finished dinner. I made myself, like, fish sticks and like, french fries that I found in the freezer. They're really good. And I just sat outside because being outside, it makes me feel, like, human. Like, I don't feel like that a lot. And I feel happy out here. It is nice. It is good. I don't feel that way inside. I feel like I should be working, or I feel like I should be doing something, or keep stimulated at some point, just, like, doing stuff. But I've just been sitting out here, just enjoying it, and it's nice, and I like it. I know I should be working, but out here I'm happy, and I don't think I should feel bad about it, because I should feel bad that I'm not doing my work, but I feel joy, and that's not something I feel a lot. So I'm just taking responsibility for that, and I think that's vaguely helpful for anyone ever, because so many people, they think they need to be extremely just selfless, like, you do everything for everyone and you don't do shit for yourself, and I think that's also selfish, kind of, in a sense, like, less selfish than, like, the rich, like, fucking taking advantage of, like, their little, like, workers, like, that's also selfish. That's, like, the worst kind of selfish. But when you do everything for everyone and you don't take care of yourself, it's bad, and I don't like seeing people do that, because you leave yourself in such a disregard. It's quite terrible. Like, it's the same thing in an airplane. I'm a scout, so I know these things. I'm so advanced and smart, and my brain is the most wrinkly out of everyone. But in an airplane, you're supposed to, like, put on, if in a crash, you're supposed to put on your oxygen mask first so that you can go help other people. And I think a lot of people, especially, like, teenagers and the people I'm friends with, they don't understand that. Like, if you are passed out on the floor, you can't help anyone else. You can't even help yourself. You're probably gonna die. And it's like, people don't understand that. You put on your oxygen mask first and you go help other people. And I think that's a good thing with life too. Is like the stupid thing about life is that like one extreme is never good. Like only helping others is kind of bad for yourself, and you can't even help other people if you're just like disregarding yourself. And then also on the other extreme, helping no one but yourself is probably the worst thing on the spectrum. It's just terrible, and really like you gotta the sweet spot is somewhere in the middle, along with everything else in life, pretty much. It kind of sucks trying to figure that out for yourself, because if like riding the balance in between things is usually the best, and it's very hard to figure out. Especially it's all of our first time living. You know, I'm only like 16. I'm gonna turn 17 in like a week, less than a week actually. And it's like 17 years. Like it feels like so much to me, but to like my grandpa, that's like pretty much nothing. That's like his retirement basically. And like I've only been alive for 17 years, and I think I got my shit figured out. I mean, no, I don't. Like I'd say I'm pretty like well emotionally regulated. I got this big brain inside of my skull. It's debatable, but like I have things figured out. I think for the most part, like I know who I am and I know what I like, and I think I know how to continue the rest of my life because I want to. I want to live and I want to feel alive and I want to be happy. That's why I'm not sitting. My room is through there. It's a two-story house. It's my windows like right there. That's why I'm not in there. I'm sitting out here with my little plate and my dog, and we're enjoying the outside. So, God bless. Also with the YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure like a couple of my friends have followed me or like subscribed because that's a YouTube word for follow. So you're probably seeing this, and you probably shouldn't mention it to me because I don't know. I think this is just a very like private place for me, and when I realize that people can see the things that you make, it bothers me somewhat, and it never bothered me that like random people on the internet saw the things that I make because I think I I could just keep this on my camera roll, like for me, basically. And I put it on YouTube mostly just for me, so I can like reference it every once in a while. But I never minded random people seeing this because I think like my little chats to myself, they might help other people because I think Cuddly Whisker's perspective on happiness is a very like interesting one, and I think it's something people should consider. And like even just me singing to myself in the car, like maybe it could help other people just with confidence wise or something, I don't know. And I've been thinking about it and I'm like, why can't it help my friends and the people that I know personally in my life? Like you, gross. So, I don't know. I'm just a very private person. I don't like. It's not that I don't like it, it's just. I want people to know me, but it just makes me so inherently uncomfortable. But I think I should get over that. Stop being a little baby. So that's why you probably just shouldn't mention. Don't mention it. She says hello. Just. Yeah. Have a lovely evening.